This is Tess Townsend with the Bay Citizen. I'm here with Jim Keddy from the California Endowment. He's the director of Building Healthy Communities for Northern California. Jim, can you talk about the talk you just gave here about faith-based groups and what you guys are doing at Craigslist Boot Camp, and also some dilemmas that come up in this type of work?
Sure, yeah. So the conversation we had here this morning had to do with religious congregations, community building, nonprofits, how they interact. And I think one of the things that we stressed was that when we think about building relationships with the faith community, it's important to come to it with an open mind. We all, many of us who were raised in a particular tradition, we have a bias about our own tradition, and we often will have a bias about other faith communities that we've picked up through the media and through perhaps personal experience. But one thing that I really tried to stress in the talk this morning was that the faith community is not homogenous. We may have perceptions of different faith communities, but we don't really know until we engage in a conversation. And conversations are and relationship building is a transformative kind of activity. And that when we think about harnessing the power and the potential of faith communities, when it comes to volunteers, when it comes to leading social movements, it's really important that we set aside bias and just explore and have an open conversation and see where there's connections. And connections, of course, make everything that we're doing more powerful and more effective. So that was kind of the thrust of it. We did recognize that there are some faith communities that are very are limited in how they are going to want to engage in community building. Others are very open, and that we we need to kind of figure out who's where the fit is and where it's not, really through a process of dialogue and conversation.
All right, this is Tess Townsend with the Bay Citizen.